Hi guys, this is Dave. Hi guys, Dave Luft from Dave Luft Insurance Agency here, and I'm going live today because I just had a client call me, and her story needs to be heard. 45 days ago, her husband had a stroke, the TIA, or what they call a mini stroke. His functions were a little affected. When he came out, he was released from the hospital. The doctor gave him some medications and said, "You're okay." 45 days later, current day, she called me this morning. I'm calling about an hour ago, and she has given me permission to make this post and make this story. But I'm not going to mention her name. She's not from Connecticut, but her her husband had another stroke. She was crying on the way home from the hospital. She's going to do what she has got to do at home. She has some animals and stuff, and then she's going to go back to the hospital. And this is what people need to know. You don't plan for this. You don't plan for somebody having a stroke. When they have a first stroke, and the doctor sends you off and releases you from the hospital with some medications, they said everything's okay. Okay. 45 days later, this woman's husband had a second stroke. 45 days later. This wasn't, oh, he must have had bad habits or whatever. This is a month and a half later. He had a second stroke, and his motor functions are going to be affected. Probably his speech as well. I don't think they really know what's going to be affected yet, because this happened probably 5 or 6 hours ago. But this is why salesmen can be pushy sometimes. They need these stories to be heard, and they need people to realize that this is what can happen. You don't plan for this. You have to do the planning now. Because when her husband passes away, she's going to lose thousands of dollars of income because of the way they had their pension set up, because of the way they had their retirement account set up, just because of the way they had their finances set up. They didn't talk to somebody like me, a financial advisor that can really make heads or tails of everything and really set them up correctly for the long haul. So now we're planning, or we're trying to plan for her to live if or when he passes away. And I don't want to say it's too late, but as an advisor, I can only help them a little bit. The time frame just may not be there for them. They're already in their mid to late 70s. There's only so much planning somebody can do when they're at that stage of life. And now he's already had two strokes. Not able to get any more life insurance policies. I was able to get him a modified policy. There was one company that I had that would give him insurance a week and a half after his first stroke, and that policy has a 2-year waiting period where any money or any premiums that they've paid in has what they're going to get if he passes away due to natural causes in 2 years. They're going to get all the premiums they paid plus 10% tax free. It's the only company, forget about policy, it's the only company that I had out of the 40 or 50 that I represent that would be able to get him a policy because he already had a stroke. Now, if she had come to me before he had the stroke, it would have been a little bit cheaper premium, and it would have been a life insurance policy with day one full coverage. It would have been the full $25,000, no matter when he passes away. So he's going to come out of this one, but now he's had two strokes in a month and a half. What's her life going to be like? What is, is he going to be confined to a wheelchair? Are they going to have to go get help? Are going to have a nurse come in to help take care of him? She's in her mid-70s too. She may not be able to give him the care that he needs day to day. So I'll make this a little shorter, but I'll cut this short. But you don't plan for this. People need to know this. You do not plan for somebody getting into a car accident, having a stroke, having a second stroke 45 days later after the company or after the doctor releases you and says you're okay, just take these medications. Guess what? Didn't work. So now the wife is calling me, just finishing crying, and I said let's. I told her this the first time. I said let's get your stuff in order. And to me, the first time she called me, she's like, no, I just want a quote. I said, too bad. We're doing this now. Your husband just had a stroke a week and a half ago, and now we're having this conversation. There is no waiting. Let's go through this stuff now. Let's get your stuff organized. Find out what you have, whether it's through me or not. This was an old client from MetLife. Find out where it is. Find out who it is. Find out how much it is. And let's put a plan together. Let's see where your life's going to be if something happens to him 3 months from now. So that's my little blurb for today. But it's serious. Take this video, share it with everybody. Because see all this artwork behind me? If something happens to me, I have 2 kids. I have a wife. What would their life be like? Have a nice day, guys.